Today, we are diving into the charming city of Charleston, South Carolina. Whether you're considering a move or just curious about the area, we've got the top pros and cons of living in this historic gem. Stick around to the end for the cons because we're starting off with the pros. One of the biggest pros of living in Charleston is the rich history and stunning architecture. Walking through the historic district feels like stepping back into time. The cobblestone streets, antebellum homes, and charming gardens create a unique and picturesque atmosphere. For current residents, this historic charm is a source of pride. It fosters a strong sense of community and connection to the city's roots, making everyday life feel like a piece of living history. If you're considering a move, this historical backdrop offers a one-of-a-kind living experience. It's a chance to immerse yourself in a culture that values its past while embracing modernity. Personally, I love walking through Charleston, and it's worth a visit if you've never been. I highly recommend doing a guided tour if you haven't before, either a horse-drawn carriage tour or a ghost tour in the evening. Both are terrific and give details of this historic city and its roles in our country's history. Now, in case you're watching for the first time, I'm David Crum, and if you want to know everything there is to know about living in South Carolina, make sure you subscribe below. Tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn about the current market here. And by the way, if you want one of our free guides, just check out the description. That's where all our contact information is. Whether you're moving in 9 or 90 days, feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or schedule a Zoom call if you want to talk to me personally. Myself and my partners will be happy to help you make a smooth move to my state. For our next pro, we are calling all foodies. Charleston is a culinary paradise. From award-winning restaurants to local food markets, the city offers a diverse range of delicious dishes. Get ready to indulge in some authentic Southern cuisine that will make your taste buds dance. For the locals, this culinary scene isn't just a tourist attraction, it is a way of life. Residents can enjoy the convenience of having a world-class dining option right in their backyard, adding a touch of luxury to their daily routines. If you're considering a move, Charleston's food scene is a gastronomic adventure waiting to be explored. It is an opportunity to savor the unique blend of flavors that define low country cuisine. If you're visiting Charleston, plan to gain a couple pounds as you eat your way through some delicious options and definitely get some fresh seafood. The next pro that I have is friendly Southern hospitality that you can find all over South Carolina. The people here are as warm as the weather. Southern hospitality is alive and well in Charleston, and you will find a tight-knit community that values friendliness, manners, and a genuine sense of neighborly care. Charlestonians take pride in their welcoming community. For locals, this means having a support system and a network of friends that feels like an extended family. For those thinking of moving, this hospitality isn't just a cultural stereotype, it's a reality. You can expect to be embraced by a community that's eager to welcome newcomers with open arms. If you're not used to it, you may want to practice waving to your neighbors when you're out walking or even driving down your neighborhood streets. My next big benefit of living in Charleston is the location on the shore. Charleston is surrounded by water, offering plenty of opportunities for beach lovers and outdoor enthusiasts. Whether it's a relaxing day at Folly Beach or exploring the natural beauty of nearby parks, you are never going to run out of things to do when you're in Charleston. Now, don't drive to Charleston looking for the Charleston Beach. Since it's located on the harbor, the waterfront is the Battery. It's a great place to watch ships, go for a walk, or even sit on a cannon, but there are no beaches. Now, for residents, living near the coast provides a year-round access to beautiful beaches just a short distance away on Sullivan's Island and Isle of Palms to the north, or James Island and Folly Beach to the south. There are a plethora of outdoor activities at your fingertips, from water sports to hiking trails. If you're considering a move, the allure of coastal living and its outdoor ventures is a major draw. It's a chance to incorporate the beach into your daily life, creating a more relaxed and active lifestyle. How often you want to get your toes in the sand could affect what areas of Charleston appeal to you the most. Now, last but not least, there is a thriving arts and culture scene in Charleston. The historic city isn't just a pretty face, it's also a cultural hotspot. The city boasts a thriving arts and culture scene with galleries, theaters, and events that cater to a diverse range of tastes. Residents enjoy this vibrant cultural scene, having access to a wide array of artistic expressions. It fosters a sense of creativity and provides constant inspiration for those deeply engaged in the local arts community. Charleston's become a home for a number of festivals: Spoleto Festival USA, Low Country Blues Bash, Southeastern Wildlife Expo, MOHA, and the family of houses and gardens, among many others. If you're considering a move, Charleston's cultural offerings can be a significant factor. It's a city where you can immerse yourself in art, music, and theater, enriching your life with a constant stream of cultural experiences. Now, let's talk about the cons. Charleston's weather can be a bit challenging for some. Humidity during the summer months can be intense and the temperatures can soar. If you're not a fan of the heat, you might find yourself reaching for that AC remote quite often. Locals are well acquainted with the humid summers. For them, it's a matter of adapting and knowing how to stay cool, whether that's through beach trips or enjoying many indoor attractions. If you're considering a move, the heat is a factor to weigh. It's important to be prepared for warm weather and to develop strategies for staying comfortable, like embracing outdoor activities during milder seasons. Now, let's talk about traffic. Like any growing city, Charleston has its fair share of traffic and parking woes, especially in the downtown area. Narrow streets and limited parking spaces can make commuting and finding a spot a bit of a hassle. Navigating the city's traffic is a skill locals master over time. Many choose alternative transportation methods like biking or walking if they're in the downtown area, just to avoid congestion and parking challenges. For those thinking of moving, understanding traffic patterns can be crucial. Navigating the city's bridges during busy times can leave you trapped in traffic that you can't escape. Make sure you consider commutes with a potential move. Our next con is the most intense form of potential weather for Charleston. Living in the low country anywhere along the coast means dealing with hurricane season. While Charleston works hard to handle storms, the possibility of hurricanes is something to consider. It is essential to be prepared and stay informed during the hurricane season. Charlestonians are no strangers to hurricane preparedness. For them, it's about having a plan in place, knowing evacuation routes, and staying informed about weather updates during the hurricane season. Even without hurricanes, downtown Charleston can flood when rain coincides with high tide. If you're thinking of moving, be aware of hurricane preparedness. That is key. This can involve an evacuation plan, like we said, having an emergency kit, and choosing housing options that prioritize safety. Flood zones and structural integrity are something to watch for when considering where to live. Last but not least, let's talk about the cost of living. While it's not as high as some major cities, it has been on the rise. Housing costs in particular have seen an increase, so be sure to budget accordingly when considering a move to Charleston. For locals, the rising cost of living might mean adjusting budgets and finding ways to manage expenses. It's a consideration for long-term residents looking to navigate the city's economic landscape. If you're considering a move, understand that the cost of living is crucial for financial planning. Researching affordable neighborhoods and exploring various housing options can help you make informed decisions about your move to Charleston. Now, before we wrap it up, let's explore one more aspect to consider when contemplating life in Charleston. Charleston is undoubtedly a popular tourist destination, and while that brings vibrancy and a lot of economic benefits to the city, it also comes with a con, especially for those living in the heart of the historic district. For locals, the influx of tourists during peak seasons can mean crowded streets, longer wait times at restaurants, and a shift in the city's dynamic. It is something to navigate, particularly if you prefer a quieter, more relaxed atmosphere in your day-to-day life. If you're considering a move, understanding the impact of tourism on the city is very important. While it contributes to the city's charm, it is essential to be prepared for the occasional crowded spaces and plan accordingly, especially if you're looking to move into a more serene living experience. There you have it, folks. This is the top pros and cons of living in Charleston, South Carolina. It is a city with a unique blend of history, culture, and southern charm. I love visiting Charleston. If you have any questions or you want to share your Charleston experiences, please drop them in the comments below. This will help anyone who's considering living in Charleston. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and I will be happy to see you on the next video. Until then, I'm David Crum, and I look forward to showing you around South Carolina. See you at the beach.